practice is a 30-minute strength builder class with quite a few balancing poses that will keep you focused on grounding down and challenging yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. We'll create some heat in the core and the lower body and have you finish the practice feeling strong, energized, and empowered. Let's get started.
We're going to start standing at the top of our mats with our eyes closed. Just breathing and being aware. Start by rooting down all four corners of your feet into the mat. Core is engaged, knitting your ribs in, shoulders relaxed, ears stacked over the shoulders. You can do all of this with your eyes closed and learn to feel. How's your breath like? How is your heart rate like? Can you slow everything down a little and breathe in the presence of our living God? Keeping your eyes closed, feet grounded, core strong, hear our reading for today from Jeremiah 17:7-8. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in Him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. Hopefully your breath is longer and deeper now. Hopefully you are reminded to plant your confidence in the Lord. Now crack your eyes open with a soft gaze forward. Smile and be ready to root down and rise up. We're going to start to warm up the body with a few flows first. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, dive forward into your forward fold. Pulling chest forward, inhale for a half lift. Hands on shin or fingertips on the ground. And exhale, forward fold. Have a micro bend in the knee if you need. Rooting down into the soles of your feet, bend your knees and slowly roll up into standing. Sweeping arms overhead, gaze up and press your palms together. Exhale, lean to the left, opening the right side of the body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean to the right, opening the left side of the body. And inhale back to center. Cactus arms, lean back. Open your heart and entrust your plans to the Lord. Exhale, sigh out any frustrations. Inhale back to center. And exhale, hands to heart. Now second round. This time, trying your best to sink one breath per pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, lean to the left. Spin your heart towards the sky. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right, spinning your heart open. Inhale back to center, cactus arms. Exhale, open heart, lean back. Inhale, center. And exhale, hands to heart center. Now the last round, and we'll add on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And this time we're going to step back into our down dog. Taking some time here to stretch out any tension. Pressing your weight back into the legs so that you're not dumping your weight into your wrists. Sway your hips if you need. Walk out your dog. Shake out any tension in the neck. And slowly settle into stillness. with your hips lifted, chest pushing towards the top of your thighs, sending energy down from the hips to the heels as you try to straighten your legs. Well, we can only try, but it's not necessary to have straight legs, as long as you can feel the stretch in the back of your legs. And a couple more deep breaths. And slowly walk your hands towards your feet so you're at the back of the mat. Walk your feet together so that the big toes are touching and maybe 2 inches between your heels. Bend your knees a lot, sit your hips back as if you're going to sit into a chair. Now bring your hands to heart center and lift your heart up. Chair pose. In chair pose, you want to make sure that your ribs are still knitted together. The back of your head and tailbone are softening as you sink a little lower. We're going to stay here a few more breaths, challenging ourselves to find more strength through the Holy Spirit as we would when we're facing life's challenges. 1 big breath in and a big breath out. 1 more in breath. And exhale, forward fold. Pressing your feet, come up into standing. Shake out your legs. Shake it out. Now step to the front of the mat and let's flow a few more times, incorporating our favorite chair pose. Find mountain, feet pointing forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift, pull your chest forward, spine is long, big breath in. Exhale, fold. Pressing hands into the mat, step or jump back into plank pose. Drop your knees to the mat if you need. Take an inhale and shift forward so that your shoulders are in front of your wrists. Hugging your elbows in towards your body, exhale and slowly lower down all the way to the mat. Lift your hands and place them right by the bottom of the ribs. Elbows stay close to your body. Spread the fingers out and press them firmly into the mat. Lift your chest with bent elbows, coming into cobra pose. Gentle back bend. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down. Keeping your hands where they are, we're going to push up into upward facing dog. Inhale, press your arms straight. Push your chest up and forward. Pull your shoulders back. Press into the tops of your feet, lifting your knees and thighs off the mat. Beautiful. Up dog. Take a breath in and push back into your downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Keep the hips level. And exhale, step the leg through between your hands. Firm the inner thighs, bend the front knee, and lift up into your crescent lunge. Arms reaching up, biceps next to ears. Make sure your hip bone is shining forward and that you're sending energy through the back of the ball of your back foot towards the back of the room. Front knee is tracking just above the ankle, not in front. Point the knee towards the pinky toe of the left foot and sink a little deeper. And find your breath. And now, windmill your hands back down and step back into your down dog. Slow your breath. Take a few rounds of breath if you need. And now we're getting ready for the other side. Inhale, right leg lifts, square your hips. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Hug the inner thighs, engage the core, come up onto your fingertips, and lift up into your crescent lunge. Remembering to knit the ribs to engage the upper abdominals. And reach your arms up, but don't tense your shoulders. Drop the shoulders down and sink a little deeper. Press through the ball of the back foot and lift the back knee to straighten the leg and gaze forward. And exhale, windmill your hands down. Step back into your plank. Good job. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, your choice. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Now look between your hands. Step or hop behind your hands. Bend your knees. Stay low on the mat. Inhale, lift up into your favorite chair pose. Exhale, hold the pose, but not the breath. Now let's take a few bounces in our chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold, breathing. And finally, forward fold it out. Ooh, great work. Slowly inhale back to standing, rolling vertebra by vertebra. Tuck your chin to your chest. The last thing that lifts is your head. Reaching your arms over your head. Take an inhale, looking up. And hands at heart center, breathe out. Now we're going to take some simple balancing poses. Starting with tree pose. Put the weight into your left foot, engaging the left leg and core. Tap your right foot on the ground to find balance. Now bring your right foot into the side of your calf or inner thigh. Hands can be at the heart center or reaching up. Here your balance is found in the counteraction of the left leg pressing into the sole of the right foot and equally as the right foot presses into the left leg. Take a moment here to reflect on today's verse. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Keeping your right foot lifted on your next breath in, bring the right knee towards your chest and then kick the right leg back into warrior 3. Bring your hands to your hips to check your right hip is not turning upwards. Ensure the hip bone is horizontal to the ground. Flex your right foot and point the toes to the ground or push the ball of the foot towards the back of the room, sending energy from the hip socket to the ball of the right foot. If you want more of a challenge, you can reach one or both arms forward. Good. Now gaze down and breathe deeply. Now slowly lift your body up, keeping your right leg lifted and hug your right knee to your chest. Take a breath in. Now cross your right leg over the top of your left. If you can, curl the right toes behind your left calf. Bring your arms out to your side. Sweep your right arm underneath the left, cross the wrists, and press your palms together, eagle pose. Keep the crown of your head lifted, spine is long. Sink a little deeper into your left heel. You can do it, friend. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Keep rooting down and lifting to rise up. And inhale, release everything and sigh it all out. Give everything a bit of a shake, maybe a few bunny hops. And then find your strong mountain pose. Reset. Moving on to the other side. Find your balance on your right foot, tapping your left foot on the ground. And now enter into the version of tree pose. Try to bring yourself into the same version that you did this side as you did the other, and settle into your deeply rooted tree. Drawing a deep breath all the way down to your toes. And exhale, relax the shoulders. You might want to challenge yourself a little more by reaching your arms up, biceps next to ears, palms touch, or even prayer hands behind your back. Maybe even close your eyes. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. What a beautiful imagery of a healthy tree. On your next inhale, slowly bring your left leg up into Warrior 3. Gaze at a point on the ground in front of you and breathe. Let your breath keep you strong and focused. Hold the pose, but not your breath. Now with a micro bend on your standing leg, lift your chest up and bring your left knee into your chest, getting ready for eagle pose on this side. Cross your left leg over your right, bend the right knee a lot and sink into the heel. Now sweep your left arm underneath the right, cross your wrists, palms pressed together for eagle arms. Now in the full expression of this pose, knit the ribs in, activate the core, soften the back of your skull, and soften the tailbone. One more deep breath in. You can do it. I know those thighs are burning and so are mine. Breathing out. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by its stream. It does not fear when heat comes. And now press back up and release with a big sigh out. Woohoo! Now shake it all out. Find a wall if you need. Otherwise, keep standing and pull your right heel towards your butt. Point the knee down and feel the yummy stretch down that right quadricep muscle. Breathing in and out. If you feel like you need to stay here longer, you can hit pause and just stay for a couple of breaths to stretch out the right quadricep muscle. And if you're ready, release and shake it out. And to the other side, bring the left heel towards your bum. Point the knee down and breathe deeply. Using the exhales to allow the lengthening of that left quadricep. Again, if you feel like pausing and spending a few more breaths lengthening this left quadricep, feel free to do that now. And if you're ready, release. Now we're going to end with one last grace flow. Find your mountain and reset at the top of your mat. Inhale the arms up. Look up and have confidence in the Lord. Exhale, forward fold. Shake out any tension in the neck. Inhale for a half lift. Long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Press your hands into the mat. Jump back into your plank pose. And exhale, lower down, yogi push-up. Inhale for your up dog. Lift your knees and thighs off the mat. And exhale, lift from the ribs and settle into your last down dog. Swing your hips if you need. and just wring out any residual tightness you have in the lower body. And slowly drop your knees onto the mat. Reach your arms forward and drop forward for your child's pose. Press your forehead into the mat and let the crease between your eyebrows just melt. And notice your breath. Can you slow it down a little more? And let your forehead melt into the mat. And just notice how your body feels now. And where your heart is at. And the intention you have set for today. Slowly walk your hands back and get up into a kneeling position. Swing your legs forward and let's get lying slowly, rolling down vertebra by vertebra with control until we're lying completely on our backs. Well done, friends. In your final resting pose, reach your arms over your head. Stretch like you do when you wake in the mornings. Take a deep breath in and stretch. And exhale, relax. We're doing that one last time. Make it your best and final one. Inhale. Come on, stretch everything out. And exhale. Now finding stillness in your final resting position. Close your eyes. Let the back of your head sink into the mat. Muscles behind the eyes release. Muscles behind the ears and the jaw soften. A small slip between the lips as you let your ears drop. Neck and shoulders relax. Heart is open to receive God's grace. Exhale any anger or fire in your stomach and allow the body to be renewed with living water of Christ. Let the hips sink, back of your legs, calves, heels sink. Jeremiah 17:7-8. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. You can stay here for as long as you want, or perhaps close in prayer. If you want to move on with your day, roll over to your right and press yourself up into a seated position. Inhale, reach your arms up with a smile. And exhale, hands to your heart. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. Have a blessed day ahead.